Hi there, Virgo. Welcome to your weekly psychic tarot and oracle card reading. Cross-watcher energies are interchangeable, but only take those portions that are resonating with you. This is a general reading. Remember to check out your rising and moon and Venus signs for a more complete picture. My readings, they do meld together. And there is a free birth chart calculator link on the very bottom of the description box below, and it can help you out with these kind of readings. Virgo, I'd like to thank you guys so much for supporting my channel. I am truly grateful. Thank you. Today you're going to get 5 cards from the Rider-Waite deck, 1 card from the Wisdom of the Oracle, 1 Divine Feather Message, and 1 quote by a famous person. And now here's your first card. It's the general atmosphere. It's the background and the basis of the matter. Virgo, you've got the 3 of Pentacles, Earth energy. This is Capricorn energies. I believe Mars in Capricorn. This is cooperation. This is a skilled team unit. It's synergy, teamwork, employment, cooperation, choosing high standards. This is planning. It's rethinking your efforts and seeing if they match up with your long-term goals. This could be people double-checking paperwork. It could have to do with clients and customers. Practical solutions. This can be a specialist. This could have to do with checks, balances, payments. It has to do with priorities being set and plans being put into action. It's a time to work with others and working with materials. It's working on oneself and it's working with others. And remembering that your opinion and your skills do matter, so keep going. And remember to find tasks that support and develop your abilities best. These can be latent talents that are unrecognized. Your second card, and this is the energy that's crossing over your path. These are your subconscious influences. The 7 of Wands, Virgo. This is Mars in Leo, fire energy. It's defending what matters to you. This, in this position, can be a challenge to do this. It's putting up boundaries or saying no to others. It's having your own convictions and holding your own. Maybe you feel singled out, like you're being harassed and having to do all the tasks alone. This is being at your personal best. And it's being on the path of progress. And you're learning skills to handle bigger and better tasks. It's a different energy. It's fighting for what you believe in. It's how you handle being in demand. This is independence and defending a unique outlook on life. As you can see, he has 2 different shoes on. The 3 of Pentacles with the 7 of Wands can represent dissension at work, expansion and perseverance, diligence and opposition. It's cooperation and holding your own. Your third card, this is how it affects you. These are the external influences that you're consciously aware of, Virgo. Sorry, there's some heavy machinery driving by at the moment. Third position, you've got the Ace of Cups. This is the external influences, the situation. This can be your attitude. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, divine influence. Those are yods falling down around the cup. This is the beginning of great love. It's joy and contentment and productiveness and fertility. It's a reminder that when the mind is filled to the Spirit fills the material cup to overflowing. This is a great joy or reward gained from a loving relationship. It brings in healing. Can also be something new developing in a relationship or some form of good news coming. This is a new beginning, a new love, or a one-on-one relationship of any kind, the birth of a child or an idea. It's a fertile time for creative growth. And remembering that the highest manifestation is the act of forgiving. To forgive is divine, and this is the gift of life. Remember to pay attention to subtle signs of synchronicity and go with the flow. The Three of Pentacles with the Ace of Cups is partnerships and fertile time for creative growth. It's loving your job, a creative job. Your fourth card, it's the position of the future. It's the outcome, the results, and the advice. The Page of Swords, Virgo, air energy, Aquarius, Gemini, Libra. Now this is someone who's vigilant. This has to do with the winds of change. The winds are blowing. Maybe he's a little anxiety, has some anxiety here. This could have to do with some news, investigation, a communication. This is someone that gathers information. And they have a curious mind and they have new ideas. This is someone that could have some nervousness or anxiety. They could be someone that's behaving in a risky manner. It can be the overconfidence or ignorance of youth, which can be it's just immature, and that causes strife. This is not someone that's malicious on purpose, but if anyone gets in their way, they will simply be trampled underfoot, because they have a very extremely strong will, and they can be cold and calculating. This is the lurker of the duck. They could be a spy or a deceitful person. This is someone that could be spreading gossips and rumors. This can be new ways of communication, sharing ideas, and then it brings forward movement. Could be sharing lots of opinions or manipulating communication. This can be a risky communication or news that alerts you to the truth. This person seeks truth and justice above anything else, and they'll take risks in order to get closer to the truth. This is still in the exploratory stage. This is someone that could be less than honest about something, and they're also a natural at something. This is exploring a fresh way of thinking and asking questions. This can be new plans for the future or a message about them. You'll need to follow through. And remember that integrity is our sharpest weapon, so just stick to the truth, and then problems are easy to solve. Three of Pentacles with the Page of Swords is initiating. This can be an initial proposition to discuss planning and cooperation. Your fifth card, it's the bottom of the deck card. The underlying issue. This is what's unseen. Virgo, number 6 of the Major Arcana in the Rider-Waite deck. The Lovers. This can be a Gemini or a choice. Gemini is ruled by Mercury, that planet of communication and planning. This has to do with a relationship, a love, a union, sexuality and choice, a decision. This person would be heaven sent by destiny. This can be a soulmate, a union, a love, a marriage. Could have to do with choice and temptation and attraction. It's the struggle between sacred and profane love. It represents the power of a mature sexual union, and the angel above them stands for truth and strength found in their relationship. This is an important and usually long-lasting relationship. It's attraction and love and beauty and trials overcome. There's physical and emotional healing. And if you're unattached, it can be pointing to a future relationship. And if this is something that's unrelated to sex or love, it can mean help from a lover or a friend. And if you're single, it's time to let love come into your life. May this card carries a blessing and a need to heal a rift or a romantic involvement coming. This is a critical life decision with a love relationship and being at a crossroads. So remember to act with your heart and choose the best version of yourself and do what you love, and then everything else will follow naturally. This is finding commonality, making harmonious choices, appreciating differences, creating win-win situations, forging deep connections with others, and loving passionately. This can be a relationship or a love affair, but with some sort of trial or choices involved. Marriage can even follow such a choice. It's deciding what is important and not important in your life and tuning into your heart's desire. What is your bliss? If you're acting out of love, then that is the correct path. The Three of Pentacles with the Lovers is a long and fruitful path towards becoming the perfect union. The Seven of Wands with the Ace of Cups is standing your ground and being defensive over your feelings. It's protecting yourself emotionally, and it's fighting for your emotional beliefs. The Seven of Wands with the Page of Swords is standing up for a mature or your initial ideas, or standing up for choices based on these initial expectations. It's being anxious and childishly defending your truth. The Seven of Wands with the Lover's card is a choice you need to be willing to defend. It could also be fighting with a partner. This can be a demanding partner, and the importance of truth and communication in a relationship. The Ace of Cups with the Page of Swords is acting on emotions all the time. It's receiving a new emotional message. This can be new feelings, spiritual intuition, and restless mental energy. It could also be making amends. The Ace of Cups with the Lover's card is the start of a new relationship. These are soulmates. It's the feeling that this person is your other half, and this is an outpouring of love. The Page of Swords with the Lover's card is the initial communication about a choice with a love relationship. It's clearing the air and trying to think clearly. Here's your Wisdom of the Oracle card from Colette Baron Reed. Card number 10, Unfinished Symphony, Virgo. Card number 10, Unfinished Symphony. And it says unfinished business, an incomplete lesson, lack of closure, and the need to make amends. Oh. The Oracle's message: this is a time to tie up loose ends as you near the completion of a cycle or a project and the mastery of a lesson or a skill. Before you can move forward, it's important that you come to terms with where you are now. Practical, radical acceptance. Take inventory so that emotional and psychological closure can occur and the answers that you seek will be found. You can't move forward if you're leaving things unfinished. Or reflect on what has passed so that the symphony can finally end on a high note. The relationship message: moving on is difficult when love lingers, things are left unsaid, and you haven't had the opportunity for closure in your relationship and in your heart. You can still feel bound up in relationships when closure is denied you. It's important to achieve this for yourself. Write that letter, make that call, or have that conversation over a cup of coffee. For peace of mind, accept matters as they are, make amends if need be, and declare your feelings, even if only to yourself. Be clear about what was left unresolved, and close the door on the past so that you can set yourself free. Only then can new love blossom. Here's the prosperity message. Make sure you complete projects now before starting new ones. Perhaps you have created something special that will increase your sense of abundance and bring you opportunities for wealth. However, if you don't see it through, it won't add up to anything but more clutter. Now is the time to put your nose to the grindstone and complete the tasks that have been accumulating. Pay your bills, sign the documents, do your filing, hand in assignments, complete a work of art. Tie up loose ends so you can move forward with surety, knowing that you're on a prosperous path and feeling refreshed and excited about the future. Wow, that sounds great. Virgo, here's your divine feather message. And it is Blue Jay. The time is right to access and master your abilities. Do so with humility and control. Blue Jay, Virgo. The time is right to access and master your abilities. Do so with humility and control. And now here's your quote from a famous person. Life is not always a matter of holding good cards, but sometimes playing a poor hand well. Jack London. I know him. He's a famous writer. I read some of his books when I was young. Life was not always a matter of holding good cards, but sometimes playing a poor hand as well. Jack London. Thanks, you guys, Virgo. I hope you stay tuned in and leave me a comment or a thumbs up, and please subscribe. Now remember, what goes around comes around, so I'm sending you guys out love and light and blessings. Thanks for watching.